Are you sure we're live? I don't see a notification.
Yes, this excellent connection.
No, we're not live. I mean, we're not live.
1 second, I'm checking. I'm checking. Why wouldn't we be live? Everything is set.
Let me see. Oh.
Oh, it's probably set to unlisted. Yeah.
Yeah. Danny just texted me. Said he's reading Al-Baqarah.
Oh,
He said he has some questions.
Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, I'm going public now. Okay, I'm sending it to public now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, ready, set, save. Should be good.
There we go. All right. Instead of waiting for people to join, I think I might just go ahead and get started. Let me just pull up my notes here. Let's see, let me check one more time. Then I'll get started. Oh, we got one. We got Braden. What's up, Braden? This is gonna be a short show today, Braden. I don't have my co-host with me today. So we're gonna get you caught up real quick. Keep it short. And then next week we'll have a full show again. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. As usual, I'm gonna start with game releases this week. There's a lot of releases. I think there's like 19 games coming out just this week. So I'm just gonna go through them. I'm gonna say what the names of them are, the release dates, and the platforms they will be available on. And while I'm talking about it, there'll be a trailer playing in the background. So it'll be too long to talk about each game in depth and saying what kind of game it is and all that. So I'm just gonna let it play in the background. If it looks interesting to you, then you can do a YouTube search for it later. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting with Monday, which is today. Today, let's talk about what came out today. For PC, we got Destiny's Sword. Go ahead and hit play. Yeah, Destiny's Sword. This is coming out just for the PC, and this came out today. Now, that's the only game that came out today. So take a look at that. If that looks interesting to you and you got a PC, you can go ahead and cop that today. All right, then tomorrow, on Tuesday, we got A Plague's Tale Requiem. Now, this is also coming out for PC as well as the consoles, Xbox Series X, PS5, and the Nintendo Switch. As another game coming out tomorrow, Burial Dreams. Burial Dreams is a PC game. There you go. Looks like a little platformer. Also on the 17th, we got Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. This is coming out for the PC, the PS5, Xbox Series X, and last gen with the PS4 and Xbox One. A lot of games coming out tomorrow, actually. We got Marvel Snap coming out for the PC. This looks like a card game, but obviously you're playing it on your PC. But it's very much a card game. So that's coming out on Tuesday as well. Tuesday is usually when games release anyway. We got Them's Fightin' Herds, which I guess is a play on words, because usually people say Them's Fightin' Words. So it looks like a fighting game and you play as farm animals. I've never heard of this one, but it's available on, what does it say here? PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. I would have guessed this would be a Switch game, but looks like it's available on everything. All right, now Wednesday, October 19th, we got The Last Hero of Nostalgia. This is coming out for PC, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. The Last Worker. This is a game coming out just for the PC. Yep, this is a PC game. This is called The Last Worker, and this is coming out on Wednesday. Looks kind of interesting, actually. Another PC game coming out on Wednesday is Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. This is a game that's been out for a few years on the PS4 and on the PS5, but it will get its PC release now on Wednesday. Another PC game we got is The Valiant. I guess a lot of games come out for PC weekly. The Valiant is coming out for PC October 19th, this Wednesday. Now we're moving on to Thursday. Batora Lost Haven. This is also coming out for PC as well as the PS5, the Xbox Series X, the PS4, and the Xbox One. This is coming out Thursday, October 20th. Another one coming out Thursday is Hell is Others. This is PC only. This will be coming out October 20th. Then, let's see, also October 20th, this Thursday, we got the Jackbox Party Pack 9. Let's see, this is coming out for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. So this is on almost everything, previous gen, current gen, and it looks like PC as well, and the Switch. So another thing coming out Thursday is Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope. And this is coming out Thursday as well. Looks like there's a lot of games coming out on Thursday. Pegasus Expedition. This is coming out on the 20th as well. And this is a PC game only. PC release. Warhammer 40,000 Shooters, Blood and Teeth. This is coming out for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One, and the Switch. There we go. All of them just popped up there. Those are all the platforms they will be available on. Another one we got coming out, which, this one's coming out on, this one's coming out, I guess this would be Friday, October 21st. This is Gotham Knights. So it's coming out for the PC, the PS5, the Xbox Series X. Looks like it's not available on the previous gen, so no PS4, no Xbox One. So if you want this game, you got to get one of the new consoles. New Tales from the Borderlands. This is coming out for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. So it looks like you could play this game on the previous gen and the current gen, as well as PC and the Switch. October 21st. That's when this was coming out. Okay, last game coming out Friday is Persona 5. That's what we're looking at here. This will be available on the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One, and the Switch. I know Javon is excited about this. I've seen him play all the Persona games on the PS Vita and the I think it was available on PSP. The previous episode, we just talked about, P3 and P4 coming out as I think as a remaster or something. There we go. Just flashed there for a second. But anyway, we got P5, Persona 5 Royale, coming out for the new gen. PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One, and the Switch. That'll be this Friday. All right. Whew, got through that. That's 19 games coming out this week. Oh, wait, yeah, last tab. PlayStation Plus game catalog. There's a lot of PlayStation Plus games coming out as well. Let's go ahead and scroll down and take a look. So we got Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. This is for premium. So if you have the premium tier membership, then you will be getting Vice City, the definitive edition. Let's go ahead and keep going. Dragon Quest Echoes of Elusive Age definitive edition. A lot of definitive editions. This one's for the PS4. Now keep going. It looks like we have a lot of Assassin's Creed games that are going to be available. So we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's just keep it scrolling. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We got Dragon Quest Builders also for the PS4. We got Dragon Quest Builders 2 for the PS4. We have Dragon Quest Heroes for the PS4. Dragon Quest Heroes 2 Explorers Edition for the PS4. Inside for the PS4. Keep going. The Medium for PS5. Naruto and Boruto. Shinobi Striker. That's a PS4 game. Oh, this must be a fighting game. We got, okay, here's all the Assassin's Creed ones. So we got Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. Go ahead. PS4. And then we got India for all these are Assassin's Creed Chronicles. So India, Russia, and Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. We also have Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the PS4. And, okay, now we're done with the Assassin's Creed games. Ho-Ho-Cum for the PS4. And, okay, so now we got the Plus tier stuff. So the Plus tier membership gets a lot of Yakuza games. Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, 5. You also get Limbo for the PS4. Ultra Street Fighter. I don't read Roman numerals. Is that 6? I think it's 6. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Everyday Shooter for PS3. So there you go. If you got the premium membership, then obviously you get the plus and the extra. So you get all these games. And these will be coming out. Does it have a release date? Scroll down a bit. October 18th. So that is tomorrow. All right, October 18th. That's right. They come out on a Tuesday. All right, so that's the games we have to look forward to just this week. You got a whole bunch. All right, now let's get into our stories. So we got John Carpenter, who I think does soundtracks for a lot of scary movies. They did an interview with him. This website is called AV Club. So AV Club did a long interview. It's not on video for some reason. They decided to do this like script format. But they did an interview with him, and during the interview they asked if video games came up. So as you see over here, it says you started playing games with Sonic the Hedgehog. Are there any other games that you revisit often? So he brought up a Naughty Dog game, and he said, sure, Jack and Daxter. You recall that game? I love that game. Well, the first one especially. It's interesting because the studio, then this is the interviewer, he says it's interesting because the studio has gone on to do the Last of Us games. Have you played those? He says he got stuck playing The Last of Us 2 because he couldn't get the generator to start. And he was frustrated about that. So now the interviewer brings up the fact that they're doing a show, and he asks him, and he was surprised that they were doing a show, and he sounded excited about it. And then the guy goes on to ask him if there was any games, because the guy plays a lot of games. So he asked him if any of the games that he would like to make a movie for. And he says, I think you have to scroll down a little bit here. You ever get scared while playing? What's the Oh, go back up. Maybe he already talked about it here. Craig Mazin, have you ever thought about adapting a game? The only one I could think of, and I mentioned it before, is Dead Space. That would make a real great movie. I could do that. Do you have a favorite out of the series? Well, any of them were really good. I even liked the last one, the action one that nobody liked. So I think he's talking about Dead Space 3, which I haven't played, but I remember the reviews saying that it was an action game, and a lot of people didn't like it because it was supposed to be a horror game. So they moved away from 1 and 2 and moved towards more of like a action shooter. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. They're making shows and movies about every other property. So who knows? Maybe after this interview, this will generate interest, and maybe they'll sign John Carpenter on to do a movie for Dead Space. And I'm not super familiar with Carpenter, but apparently he specializes in horror films. So that's why I think he said Dead Space would be the one that he would like to make into a movie. So yeah, Dead Space movie definitely would be something I would be interested to see. So we'll see if that happens. It wouldn't surprise me. It seems like every week there's a new video game property being turned into a TV show or a game. So if this was one of them, it wouldn't surprise me, but I would be excited to see it. All right, let's go on to the next topic. All right, so this fight with Sony and Xbox is still going on, or should I say Sony and Microsoft, over their acquisition of Activision. So basically, Xbox's most recent response now, and I noticed now in this response they're not denying anymore that they're gonna make Call of Duty an exclusive. Every response before that was basically saying like, no, it's not going to be an exclusive. That wouldn't make sense, like that sort of stuff. But if you notice in this response, they just talk about how if it were an exclusive, it wouldn't be a big deal. So now I was always, well, not always, but I started to become suspicious of them. And now this makes me even more suspicious. But I guess, I don't know, maybe they bring up some good points. They're basically saying like, we're being competitive. And I think the most interesting part of this is scroll up a little bit, actually. There we go. It cites PlayStation's current market-leading position with a console installed base of 150 million versus Xbox's installed base of 63 million, which I thought was really interesting because Xbox never reveals how many Xboxes they sold. Which is because PlayStation is selling more. So they don't want to embarrass themselves and show that like they only sold 1/3 of what PlayStation sold. But in this case, it works to their favor. So they finally, revealed the numbers. So they said PlayStation has sold 150 million. They've only sold 1/3 of that, or a little over 1/3 of that, at 63 million. So basically what they were saying is that, what is this? That the leadership has seen it conduct practices such as raising the price of the console without fear of losing market share. So they're saying like with Sony being so dominant and there not being much competition, that's the reason why they were able to raise the price for the PS5 and not worry about any backlash, Before, when if you think back 2 generations, when everybody had an Xbox 360, and then they were moving into the next generation, they lowered the price of the PS4 in order to be competitive with Xbox. So they're saying if it's not competitive, then they can keep raising the price, and they know that people will buy it. So they're saying by acquiring Activision, that it will make things more competitive, which is better for the gamers overall. Another point they make here, this, go ahead and you can scroll into the next section here. I think this is the part that I was looking for. Go back up. Yeah, right about here. Suggests that the incumbent market leader with clear and enduring market power could be foreclosed by the third largest provider. Okay, they're basically saying that PlayStation's saying that them acquiring Call of Duty and making it exclusive would be some sort of monopoly is an exaggeration. And then they go on to say that, let me see, I'm trying to find the exact quote. Oh, there it is. If every single Call of Duty player on Sony's console would switch to Xbox, the PlayStation gamer base remaining would be significantly larger than Xbox. So they say here, if everybody who was playing Call of Duty switches over to Xbox just because they have Call of Duty, that the player base is so big that even that wouldn't help Xbox get ahead. That the PlayStation would have a significantly larger player base. So I don't know. I don't know. They obviously they want to make this acquisition, and I think they're downplaying it, and they're kind of pointing out that, hey, look, they sold way more than us, and they have so many players. Even if we took all those players, it wouldn't hurt them. But they're kind of downplaying it. Obviously, they want to acquire Activision for a reason, and they know that this will, eventually gain more players over to their side. And I think the main takeaway for me from this article is that it does sound like they plan on making it exclusive. When at first, before the deal went through, they were saying like, no, don't worry, we're not going to make it exclusive. Now, the last article I read said that the deal was going through. Now that it went through, now they're like, hey, it's not a big deal if we make it exclusive. What's the big deal? They got plenty of players. They don't need all of them. We could we can borrow a couple and they'll still have plenty. So anyway, that's the latest. It seems like every week we get another update on this story. So I'm sure this won't be the last we hear about it. But this is the latest. All right, let's go on to the next one. We got, so this, go ahead and start playing this. And if you haven't seen this already, make it full screen. I wish okay, there we go. So this is not real footage. This looks like a GoPro strapped to someone's chest, but this is Unreal Engine. This is a video game. It looks super realistic though. And I think the only thing that gave it away to me, that made me convinced, because at first I thought, oh, someone just posted this and said it's video game, but it's really not. But the only thing that convinced me that it was a video game is the gun physics. The recoil is a little too strong, and the movement also is a little bit too jerky. But other than that, like just the graphics and any screenshot from this would look believable. I feel like if I took a screenshot from any part of this video and showed it to somebody, they would think it's a GoPro footage or something. So anyway, this was made on Unreal Engine 5, which is something that's available now that game developers are using. I think we brought up Unreal Engine 5 on the last episode. I forgot which game was using it, but it's something that's available now. So hopefully we'll start seeing games like this. With this level of realism, with the ray tracing and everything else, pretty soon on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Anyway, I just thought this was really interesting. It's not a game. It's nothing. It's not like a big announcement. I think this is more of like a tech demo. This is all we have so far. But hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they'll make it into maybe if this gets enough attention, they'll make it into a full game. So as usual, we'll keep you posted. All right, let's go to the next one. PlayStation VR. We keep hearing about this. Trickles and trickles of information. This week's little trickle of information is some leaked instructions. So it's the paper that would come inside the box. Somebody opened it up and took a photo of it. So this must be in the factory. They're probably boxing them up already. Go ahead and keep scrolling. The manual, that's what it's called, the manual or the instructions. So somebody leaked a bunch of images of the instruction manual that comes in the box. So there you go, showing you how it attaches to the PS5. Looks like there's some kind of go back up. It looks like there's some sort of visor that goes on the eyes. Probably something leather, kind of like the Quest has. So if you sweat on it, you can remove it, wipe it down, reattach it. It looks like the headset will be connecting to the PS5. Go back up. Looks like the headset will be connecting to the PS5 via the USB-C port. Hopefully it'll just be one cable. That would be great if it was just a single cable setup. Just plug it into the headset, plug it into the PS5, and yeah, that would be great. Okay, keep going. Go ahead. Okay, nothing, no more images, I guess. But anyway, there you have it. We must be a little bit closer. We know we have a 2023 release date, and now that we have leaked images of the manual, that means they're already getting these things in boxes, which means they're ready to ship them out to retail locations really soon. So hopefully we could have, if you're excited about VR, we could have these in our hands sooner than later. All right, let's get on to the next story. Okay, I think this is actually the biggest story. This is what I titled the podcast this week. So this is the voice actress for Bayonetta. You may have seen this video by now. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of it. This is Command R.
Hello, my name's Helena Taylor, and I am the voice of Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3. The Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million. That's not including merchandise. As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years. 3 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles. And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US.
All right, go ahead and pause it.
This is an insult to me.
All right, so that's the main point. She says it's a game. The last game, I guess she's talking about Bayonetta 2, made $450 million, not including merch. They signed her on for the third game, and they wanted to pay her $4,000. And she said she's done 7 years of acting, and so I bet even regardless of all that, she's done the first 2 games, you know? So she declined to do the game, and she asked everyone who was going to play the game to boycott the game, and instead of buying the game, to donate that money that they would have spent on the game to charity. So after this video came out, everyone was bombarding, I think it's the director's Twitter. Go ahead to the next tab. They were bombarding his Twitter. The first thing he did was just block anybody who brought up the topic. I guess after that didn't work, he just decided to delete his account. So now when you go to his account, this is what you see. This account doesn't exist. Try searching for another. Then all of a sudden we get this announcement here that Jennifer Hale was her replacement for Bayonetta 3. So instead of renegotiating, maybe they didn't like that she went out and put out a video about it. And who knows, maybe she tried talking to them already, or maybe she didn't. If she didn't, then obviously talking to them would have been the better, and renegotiating with them would have been the better choice. But you assume she already did that. They were firm on 4,000, and for whatever reason, they didn't decide to pay her more. Instead, they decided to hire Jennifer Hale. So Jennifer Hale not only accepted the role, she sort of discourages people from boycotting. She doesn't address it directly. She knows that there's the question that everybody wants to know is, well, how much are they paying you? Are they paying you? Did you agree to $4,000, or did they pay you more, or what? So she addresses that by saying, I'm under an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and am not at liberty to speak regarding this situation. My reputation speaks for itself. And then this next paragraph sounds like she's talking about the boycott. So she says, I sincerely ask that everyone keep in mind that this game has been created by an entire team of hardworking, dedicated people, and I hope everyone will keep an open mind about what they have created. So she's trying to say, if you boycott the game, you're not just boycotting the person who refused to pay the actress. You're also boycotting, the sound design and the graphic artist and the, thousands of other people that you see on the credits. And she's saying, they deserve to get paid as well. So I don't know. I guess once again, that's up to you guys to decide. Be interested to know. Let me know in the comments. Will you guys still be buying the game? Will you be boycotting it and donating money to a charity instead? Did you care one way or another who voiced her? Or is this one of those games where you weren't really paying attention to who the voice actress was? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know how many people will be still buying the game and how many people will be boycotting. I think that's all we know of this so far. If there's any more updates, of course, we'll let you know next week. All right, let's go ahead. All right, Razer Edge gaming handheld. I didn't even know there was another gaming handheld. So I guess in the market now, we have the Switch, we have the Logitech, and now we have this Razer Edge coming out. Let's go ahead to the next tab real quick and go back a few seconds and play this.
We don't just want to do it for one kind of gamer. It's all three gamers: mobile, PC, and console. So let's talk about how we're going to make
all three.
The Razer Edge.
In the beginning, they say that they're not doing
handheld for the mobile gamer out there.
Just bring down the volume a little bit
we need
when
to make sure
from here, from the controls.
It is
yeah,
very best
instead of messing around with it on screen. But yeah, in the beginning they mentioned that they didn't want to make a cloud gaming console only. So it's not like the Logitech where it's made to just do like Xbox Cloud or Stadia or any kind of course, Stadia doesn't even exist anymore. But any other kind of just like cloud streaming service. They want this to be an all the above. So they created it to be a powerful console. So I don't know if it'll compete. Oh yeah, speaking of handhelds, I forgot to mention the Steam Deck. So I don't know if it's going to be up to the level of the Steam Deck.
And it's called the Snapdragon G3X Gen 1.
Turn it back up.
This is the most powerful processor from Qualcomm.
Yeah, turn up the volume on the video and then just control it from the knob after that.
It's an incredible amount of power packed in a really tiny chipset. But with great power
comes great responsibility.
You need great cooling.
Oh.
And with that, we've got our thermals engineers. Now, we are well known for having the best thermal engineers on the planet. We've pioneered ultra powerful, ultra slim laptops, and we had the same engineers work on. And
okay, this is a long keynote. Go ahead and let me see the time on this.
Sustained performance.
Yeah, we're not going to watch this for 20 minutes.
So it's not just enough to have great performance. We need
I guess
to make
if
sure
you want
it's
all the
actively
details
cooled
about
and
this,
it's sustained.
type in Razer Edge handheld revealed.
You're not
and it looks like this was revealed just yesterday. This is pretty new. Go ahead, pause it.
Drop all the way through.
Go back to the tweet on the previous tab. Click on that link there. Go to proceed to reservation page. All right, so it's $5 to reserve it. There's a reservation fee of $5. So in order to reserve it, you need to have a Razer ID. So this is required at the order Razer in order to order it. You will be contacted via email with instructions to make your full purchase order. So how much is it though? I think I saw it was like 300 or 400, $399. Go back to the tweet. Yeah, there it is, $399. On the image, go click on that image. Yeah, shipping January 2023, pre-order now at Razer.com. Okay, so it's $400. I would have to watch the rest of the presentation. Go back to the YouTube video. Skim through the video, see if you could find like what looks like a spec sheet. Oh wait, it says I see there's VR, Snapdragon for wearables, for what? Okay, keep going. That's not a spec sheet. It's talking about that Snapdragon a whole lot. Oh, 1080p OLED. Okay, at least it's an OLED. Okay, so it's 1080, but it's an OLED. All right, go ahead. Super fluid visuals and gaming. Oh, 120 hertz. Okay. High refresh rate. Sampling rate touch with Gorilla Glass. Okay. Smooth analog triggers. Programmable. Go ahead and just play this part.
Smooth analog triggers, and of course, ultra programmable buttons.
It looks like it's like two buttons side by side.
Ultra precise D-pad
on top of each other. I don't know if I like that.
Now, what is special and what is exclusive for the Razer Kishi in this Razer Edge bundle is that this comes with HyperSense haptics. So with HyperSense, with haptics, you're going to get a really, truly immersive experience with the Razer Edge bundle together with a Kishi. So in short, for mobile gamers out there, we've got insane
performance. That's not a spec. Snapdragon. I guess because he already spent enough time talking about Snapdragon. Actively cooled, exclusive to Razer. Display, immersive controls. All right, so I guess that's a good little spec sheet up there. 144 hertz refresh rate, Gorilla Glass. All right, there you got it. So let me know if you guys are interested in this. I'm gonna go back later and watch this whole keynote and see exactly what kind of games we could expect to play on here. All right, go ahead. Let's get into the next story. Oh, okay. I guess that was our last story. So now what I have here, there are the last 4 tabs. This will be a new thing I do every week now. It's just some funny memes related to video games. So this won't take long. We'll just go through this and have a laugh. We'll share a laugh together. So this is accidentally triggering story progression in a video game before having a chance to finish exploring an area and not being able to go back to see if there are any collectibles. All right, go ahead, hit refresh. A long title. This happens a lot in The Last of Us. Because, you know, it's not necessarily looking for collectibles, but like looking for, you know, parts and scraps and alcohol and all this stuff. And then I never know which door is the door that takes you to the next part where you can't go back anymore. And sometimes I'll open that door by accident and he'll just like shut it behind him and then you can't go back. I'm like, no, I wanted to keep exploring. There was a whole room I didn't go into. All right, let's go to the next one. Parents, Please be careful this Halloween. I found a chocolate bar running a copy of Doom inside of it. So I think this is just the Doom meme. That game seems to run on everything. I remember the touch bar that was on the MacBook, well, that used to be on the MacBook. Someone got Doom to play on there. People got Doom to play on their Apple Watch. So it seems like that game is running on everything. I think that's what this is making fun of. Okay, let's go to the next one. Mobile game, Square Enix. Mobile game closing down. Why did they not play our game? Oh, this is from the Eric Andre show where he just randomly shoots him and then says, "Who killed him?" All right, the last one. Go ahead, last one. This is what parents think GTA games work. This is how they think GTA games work. Go ahead, let this one play. Because, parents always get GTA games for kids. And then they act surprised when it's not for kids. What happened to the sound? That's all right. We just need the visuals. So everything is like the exact opposite of GTA. Oh. That's all just a giant Coca-Cola ad. All right. Let's kick in hot dog water flavor. All right, hit that music one more time. I think this might be the record. That's it. I think this may be the record for our shortest episode yet. I think before that it was a 30-minute. Did we get it under 30? I don't know. But thank you for watching. I had no co-host this week. I was co-hostless. So hopefully I kept you entertained. Thank you for watching this episode. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.